The night shift where the dead didn't stay still. I used to think the dead were completely still, that once life leaves the body, that's it. No movement, no reaction, nothing. But that belief didn't survive my first month working the night shift. The hospital hired me as a night attendant. Nothing complicated, just moving bodies, cleaning up, keeping things in order when everyone else had gone home. It was quiet work, too quiet sometimes. You get used to the silence, the kind that feels heavy, like it's pressing against your ears. Most nights, nothing happened. Just long hallways, flickering lights, and the cold room at the end of the corridor. That's where they kept them. One night, around 2:30 a.m., I got a call. A patient had just been declared dead, and they needed the body moved. Routine. I grabbed a stretcher and made my way down the hall. The room was dim, machines were off, and the body lay completely still. I checked everything like I was trained to do. No pulse, no breathing, nothing. So I moved him onto the stretcher and started pushing him toward the cold room. Halfway down the hallway, I felt something shift. At first, I thought the wheels had caught on something, but when I looked down, his arm had fallen off the side of the stretcher, just hanging there. I stopped, stared at it for a second, then shook my head. Gravity, I told myself. I placed the arm back carefully and kept moving. Then, his fingers moved. Not a twitch, not random. They slowly curled like someone trying to grab onto something. I froze. Every instinct told me to step back, but I couldn't move. I just stood there, staring. And then, nothing. The hand went still again, like it never happened. I didn't report it. What was I going to say? That a dead man moved? They'd laugh me out of the job. So I finished the shift and tried to forget it. A few nights later, something worse happened. I was called into the autopsy room. A trainee was there, observing for the first time. You could tell they were nervous. The body had been on the table for hours. Cold, still, just like before. Everything seemed normal, until the pathologist suddenly stopped. He looked at me, then at the body. "Did you see that?" he asked. I hadn't, so we all looked closer. Then the body's chest rose slightly, like a shallow breath. The trainee stepped back immediately. "Is that supposed to happen?" No one answered, because even the pathologist didn't look sure anymore. A few seconds passed. Then it happened again. A slow rise and fall. The room went completely silent. No one moved. No one spoke. Eventually, he said it was probably trapped air. Something about pressure in the lungs. A scientific explanation. Something logical. But the way he said it didn't sound convincing. Not even to himself. After that night, I started dreading my shifts. The silence didn't feel normal anymore. It felt watched. Then came the last incident. The one that made me quit. It was late, almost the end of my shift. I was alone in the preparation room at the funeral section of the hospital. One body left to handle, already dressed, placed neatly inside a coffin. All I had to do was close the lid. I stepped forward and heard a sound, soft, like fabric shifting. I stopped, looked around. Nothing. Then, the head moved, just slightly, tilting to the side. I felt my chest tighten. My mind started racing, trying to explain it. Muscles, nerves, something scientific. But none of it mattered, because I hadn't touched the body yet. Slowly, I stepped closer. Every step felt heavier than the last. And then, the fingers curled, right in front of me. Slow, deliberate, unmistakable. That was it. I walked out, didn't run, didn't scream. I just left, and I never came back. People can explain it however they want. Muscle contractions, air pressure, nerves firing after death. Maybe they're right. Maybe there's a logical answer for everything I saw. But here's the part one can't explain. Why did it always happen when I was alone? Since then, I don't work night shifts anymore, and I don't stay around the dead longer than I have to. Because one thing is certain. I've seen what happens when they don't stay still. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.